We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Gone!
After the interception, here's Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Darnold down to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed.
Little baby.
Well blocked, well run, end result. 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4, first time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England, but it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of.
He certainly is, and just think about your chief weapons coming back. Saw what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah, chief weapons.
Tyreek Hill will be back. Travis Kelce will be back. Of course, Mahomes is the quarterback.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense, Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 48 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back 58, rail.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it with Williams. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Ace, ace.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run for it with West. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Get this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our team. Take a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tough, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Neil Sterling, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one's back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means they're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He got 29 yards that time. First down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way down the field, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at this.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he turned it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
4 down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now a play fake here on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no one back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Gun! Gun! Gun, gun! 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Over, over, over! Over!
Here's Darnold now on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A first down carry now for Crowell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages. That one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ready!
Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
39. Green 39. Shit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Fucking lost that game.